Hi everyone, welcome back to another Beyblade burst sparking or sparking unboxing, and today we are taking a look at a Coro magazine exclusive release. Now, I did order this originally with the magazine, but unfortunately Japan just is not sending anything out to my country at the moment. So I had to source this from someone else, and it only arrived the other day, still with a rather lengthy delay, but finally got hold of it. And yeah, let's get into it. So what we've got is Lane Valhalla's original ring and chip that he used before Variant Lucifer. And if you're watching the anime, you've probably seen it in a battle against Free. So it's called First Uranus, and yes, there is another way to say that, but we are definitely calling it Uranus. And we'll take a quick moment to admire the front there, which you can't really get the full depth of what the bay looks like because it is in black and white, of course. So over to the back, and we've got our parts listing here as well as a recommended combo. And once again, if you are following the anime, you'll probably notice there is quite a big difference between this combo and the one that you did see. So anyway, so our parts, of course, is going to be our chip here, which will be called, I'm guessing, Uranus, and then the ring will be first. And then we've got the recommended chassis, so 1D for that, and as well as our disc core, so that is wheel. And then we've got that Mobius driver. That is pretty much it for the packaging. There's not not a lot of information on there, and yeah, let's get this open up so we can have a better look at it and discuss some of its features. Okay, that's the unboxing side of things done, and we've got some stickers there, so before we go any further, let's get those on. And we're back after what was a lengthy sticker session. So let's discuss our ring and chip. So first off, let's talk about the shape of our ring. Now, is it attack type? And it's got a gimmick. Well, they say it has a gimmick in which it's got three different contact surfaces, which you get three different actions from. So this one here is supposed to be a bit of an uppercut type surface. This one here looks like it's just a hard striking surface, if you would. And this one looks like a bit of a defensive type. So yeah, some as it says, like some different types to that shape there, and whether those actually come into play is another story, and how effective each one of them is. It's just all a bit of a blur when you're battling. So yeah, and the second thing is, of course, with that shape itself, and it's probably looking a bit familiar, and that's because it's pretty much the prototype shape for our Super Hyperion Bay, the Super Ring, which I've got here, and I do a bit of a side-by-side so you can see what I'm talking about, and I even overlap them, and one just basically disappears behind the other. There are some differences, but they are really insignificant. You'd have to look so hard to see what they were. And we're going to weigh them up actually, so I'll get that chip out and grab the weighing machine here. And we'll see what sort of difference we get in that department. So our Super Ring first, and 6.42, and then the first ring 6.10. So a slight difference in favor of the Super Ring, and as I mentioned, this is pretty much a prototype, so they've made some small changes to it and affecting the weight a little bit, obviously. And let's go to our chip now, which also looks like a prototype itself for our Valkyrie chip, and I've got that here as well, so let's side by side those. And yeah, wow, so similar. Of course there are some differences, a lot more than there was with the rings, but yeah, very much the same in the face there. And yeah, that's it for the Bay itself. Let's put that combo together that they suggest, and we'll give it a bit of a test out as well in a stadium. Here we are with all those parts. So the 1D single chassis, which I don't have the gold exclusive one that I was supposed to pick up from a store by making a purchase over in Japan. Of course, I don't live over in Japan, and I haven't been able to find one on eBay. So we've gone with the red one there that came with our Death Diabolos, and then we've got the wheel disc core and the Mobius driver. So we'll piece all those together now and have a listen to those clicks. So about average on the clicks there. They're not too bad. So the Mobius does go well with that 1D chassis, but it is a single chassis, so it is going to burst a lot more easy than a double. As we all know, they are really difficult to burst. All right, well, that's what that looks like all put together. I'm going to grab out the steam now and we'll test him out. All right, here we are with our stadium all set up, and I'll mention the other combo that we could have made for this as well. So it was basically just replacing that wheel disc core and that 1D chassis with the 2D chassis that you get with Variant Lucifer, and that's what's used in the anime when we see this Bay battling free. Except they have an awakened version, as it were, of the 2D chassis where the rubber's all worn off, or the rubber doesn't exist yet. And I am in the middle of awakening this. I do have two of these, so one I do want to wear down and the other I want to keep with the rubber on it, but that's another story. Let's get this thing in the stadium, and 3, 2, 1, go shoot. So because of that wheel disc core, I'm guessing this is going to have a good amount of stamina, especially running on that Mobius driver. And all that gold blurred together really nice there from that metallic stickering, which I must say was a bit of a pain to put on because it tended to bend and stay that way whilst trying to place it on the Bay, whereas the plastic sort of stays a bit more straight. So we might actually just get out another Bay here and do a small test battle, and just grab Super Hyperion because he is here. when I was doing the comparison. So, and we've got the same type of ring. I am predicting that Super Hyperion will probably win because it's got that double chassis. But let's see how we go. And, well, if I'd gotten that initial contact, which we just missed out on then, so this will probably go in the favour of first Uranus. And, coming back towards centre, and not the most exciting test battle. Sorry, folks. And spin finish. Okay. Oh, it did lose. Even with that slight contact, we did lose a click. So let's go again. I want to get proper impact. So I do want to test out just how strong it is. So launching again, and let's get a nice angled launch. So let's see how it strikes, and Mobius activating and taking off while Hyperion sits in the center. So taking opposite roles here, and unpredictable results, which is always nice. And spin finish. Okay, how many clicks did we lose? None. Alright, well, there you go. I will save finishing that bow off for another time. And that's it for the unboxing. I hope you liked the video. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your day.